All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? Hope everybody had a good day. Ellie, what's going on? How are you? Welcome to tonight's stream, guys. We are live looking at the charts. We have Asian market open here in just 1 minute. This was a trade that we're in from earlier. We're still in it with 25% runners. So welcome, everybody. Hope everybody had a great day today. We're going to break down some charts, and we're going to hopefully make some money tonight. We've been pretty hot. We've been really analyzing these charts pretty good. The trade that you see on the screen right here, we've been in since this morning. We took 75% profits and left one runner. So you just, on my live P&L here, you see at my 25% runner that I'm just leaving to go. But that was the trade that we took this morning in the Discord. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome, guys. Hope you guys stay for a little bit. Hang out with us, analyze some charts. We're going to be going through all the Asian pairs right now. Taking a look at the charts. I don't know if any of you guys saw gold. Gold's at an all-time high. Literally, all-time high ever. Highest it's ever been. $4,458 per ounce. That is absolutely insane. Blew through the zone. Gold is the highest it's ever been. You can go look at the 12-month. It's just a really big green candle. If you want, you can even go further back and start looking. It's never been this high. History of time. This is 1935 right here. This is the highest gold has ever been. Gold is absolutely through the roof right now, guys. So, pretty crazy, but again, that's why I don't trade gold. It is very wildly unpredictable in my opinion. But we also should see some retracement here, so you never know. But like I said, I don't really touch gold. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I appreciate you guys joining. Let's get down to it. We're going to look at what has the highest volume right now and take a look. So, Euro JPY. Let's break this one down here. Euro JPY has been at a support since yesterday. This is where it opened yesterday. Actually, let me hop to the 4. This is where it opened yesterday. This was Asian session open yesterday right here. It's consolidated for an entire day. 24 hours of consolidation right there. Which means this resistance right here is pretty strong. This support down here is something that we should see some sort of retracement down this way too. We've been consolidating again for 24 hours. That is a long time to consolidate. We're going to keep an eye on that, but that's a sell. GJ is in the same boat here. We can take a look at GJ. And right now we're breaking these down on the 4-hour, guys. We can certainly look at the hour because we did get a new hour candle. But although JPY pairs right now are going to be sells. All of them. All of them are going to be sells. USD JPY looks really solid. USD JPY looks like could go for 70 pips. We're going to put that at the top of our list here. USD JPY looks really good. It had a retest, a small break and retest right here. Typically, that's when you see it go down this way. It's got a zone to reach, so we could see a sell-off here. That's what we'd be hoping for. Euro USD is the trade that we're still in, guys. So if you're seeing that there's a live profit and loss on my screen, that is because I still have 25% runners on this, like I mentioned, on Euro USD. So we are still in long on Euro USD. Move that to the top as well. It never came down after we moved our stop losses to break even. After it hit right here, we took profit right at this line. And then we moved the stop losses to break even, and it never came back to our break even. It came within a couple pips, but never did. And it just kept going up. So we have one runner hanging out there on Euro USD. CHF JPY. All the JPY pairs are going to look the same right now. All of those charts are looking the same. The only one that looks more promising than the rest is going to be USD JPY. We're going to want to see some sort of break right here to get in some sells. See it break the previous low. But USD JPY is one that we can definitely look at to take some sells. And we are most likely on this new hour going to get a full candle closure below the EMA ribbon, which is going to signify a downtrend. Yeah, the man who has his position from the 1800s. That would be pretty funny. Euro CHF. Euro CHF, guys, we've been talking about this one for a couple days. Back at it and just consolidating. Consolidating. It had a liquidity grab right there where it tried to take people out, get people to think that it was going down. It didn't. All it did was wick down and come right back up to the consolidation zone. So nothing to see there. Euro CHF is just to nothing right now. Euro GBP. Let's take a look at Euro GBP. Yeah, it definitely had some weird price action yesterday, Euro JPY. It's still not even under the ribbon though, like USD JPY is. I think USD JPY is just poised to go. Pinned it. Yep, it's pinned. They're both pinned. So let's keep looking here. AUD JPY, same thing. Strong resistance. All right. We have a bit of a breakout here on USD CHF. Clearly broke below the line here. I would expect to see this move down. Looking at USD CHF, it doesn't have too much volume right now, but it could go for 20 pips. Definitely something we can look at. GBP AUD is still kind of tracking sideways. Not much to see there, but some strong support right here. So looks like it may be going up, but it's all consolidating. This is all consolidation right here. Not something we want to touch. So we're going to go off of this, unflag this. We're going to unflag this. GBP CAD. That was a trade that we took the other day. GBP CAD's still going. If you take a look here, this was our chart. We got out at TP1, but it ended up all the way at TP3 for almost 43 pips. So this was a good trade. We got out early on it, but we did secure profit. This chart right here could keep going. We're going to keep an eye on GBP CAD because the next zone is not for quite some time. So if it does decide that it's going to keep going, we could see a swing of 114 to 145 pips. So we could see quite a swing on that one. So we're still long on that. EuroCAD, consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. All this is consolidation. Nothing that we want to touch. CAD JPY, nothing we want to touch. Just looking at some of these charts, guys, we're seeing a lot of consolidation on some of them. The only chart that really looks good right now is USD JPY, to be completely honest with you. GBP NZD consolidation. And I know I mentioned this to you guys, but most people, not most, but some traders do not trade the last week of the year. This is the last, we have 9 more days left in the year. Some people choose to not actually trade these weeks. I'm choosing to, but some do choose not to. So keep that in mind when you're looking at volume. It may not be as high as other weeks. But yeah, we're gonna unflag all these ones that aren't really doing anything for us. We do like GBP CAD. Wow, GBP USD is flying. Next zone on GBP USD. If we're taking a look here, this is the next zone there. That could go for... That could continue to go for the rest of this, which would be 16, 17 pips. Ooh, NZDJPY. Now that's an interesting trade here because we've had some strong support right here for quite some time. Let's look at it on the 4 hour. Yeah, we need a 4 hour candle closure like that to continue a buy here. We're gonna unmark that. GBP CHF, no real direction here, guys. It's not really doing much for us off this, other than the candle flip. We do have a bullish candle here. So with that being said, we could look to take buys here, but I'm really not the biggest fan of that one. I need a lot more confirmation. The rest of these charts don't have nearly enough. Oh, AUD CAD looks nice. Break a structure, guys. Let's mark this chart out. So I want everybody to pay attention here. We're going to first identify our trend. Then we're going to mark out our support and resistance zones. And that's a break of structure right there. We're going to move this up to the top. That is a beautiful looking chart right there. This is what I trade, guys. If you want to know the method that I use over and over again, it's this right here. It's this break of structure. But the volume's low. Volume's really low because it's a Australian dollar to the Canadian dollar. There's not much going on in terms of traders on it right now. And we're really going to want to look at the Asian pairs to find the volume. The Asian pairs is where you're going to have most of the volume, you know what I mean? But yeah, so this is a solid looking trade. This is one of the only trades that definitely meets our criteria. Let's look at the technicals. You got strong buys everywhere. Buy, strong buy. So the technicals match, the chart matches, and we have a ribbon flip with a full bullish candle closure above. This is a nice looking chart, guys. If we break it down on the 15 as well, we can take a look. On the 15, you have a massive bullish candle here that's going to overtake everything. This is a really good looking trade. More so on the hour than the 15 minute. I'm sorry, the 4 hour. The 4 hour chart is a really solid looking chart. I would expect this to go to at least here. Your next one's going to be up here, and your final one's going to be up here. So if you were to take a buy on this, you'd be looking at, let's see, TP1 for 32 pips, TP2 for 57 pips, and TP3 for almost 95 pips. That's a really nice looking trade right there. Just no volume. USD JPY, we're going to go back to this one. Let me delete some of these white lines from yesterday's trade. We see a lot of selling power right here. A lot of selling power going on. We could see this reach the lows down here, about 156. It's certainly possible that we see that tonight, but we're going to keep an eye on that chart. GBP CAD, or what is the one? Euro USD. Where is Euro USD? There it is. Euro USD also looks really solid. We're going to hold our position, the one position that we have in this, just because we're in profit. So there's no reason to move it. But it looks like it's going to keep climbing on the 1, on the 4 hour, the 1 hour. Had some nice resistance formed here, or support formed here. Looks like it's going to keep driving. And if we look at the 15, full candle closure above the zone. You should see this reach some new highs. We might have a little bit of tension here at the 1.17695 mark, but not really 100% sure on that. We're just going to hold because we are in a trade already that we've been in since before Asian session open. $15-minute on USD JPY looks like a pretty solid trade. We just got a full candle closure, bearish candle closure. Full EMA ribbon flip here, but it also did it over here, and it stayed kind of underneath the ribbon. So when we're talking about getting into a trade, we're going to need to see some sort of closure like below here. We want to see some move below that for it to finish off what would be 64 pips, which is pretty good. That's a really good trade right there. I wouldn't be too upset with that trade. This is our AUD CAD trade that we were looking at. This one's a little harder to see the trend on the 15, just because the 4 is where we're seeing the breakout. I see this chart going for at least 30 pips, 20 at minimum, especially with these break of the previous highs. This is 4, 8, 12, 16, 24 hours of candles, and you finally got a break of the highs. So that's a really good sign. That's a really good sign that we could get into a buy there. But we're going to hold off for a little bit here. So we've narrowed it down to a couple good trades here. Euro USD, AUD CAD, USD JPY, and GBP CAD really needs to break these highs like completely. We need to see it kind of fully break that. We could even put it all the way back here because it hasn't broken them at all. Don't really like Euro JPY. It's consolidating too much. Same with GJ. Same with CHF JPY. Euro AUD, we did get that closure below the line here, but we might be forming some dojis. So we're not going to look at that one either. So what we're doing here is eliminating charts. Like I said, I know a lot of people trade only one pair, and they like to stick to their one pair. I don't really do that. I like to trade my plan and my setup. And if I see my setup on a chart, I'm not afraid to take it, but I would need to see it. And there's only a couple charts right now where we see any sort of setup forming at all. But let's start analyzing on the 1, because the 1 is where we just got a new hour candle at 7 o'clock. Let's draw some minor support and resistance here for this AUD CAD trade. This really is a zone right here. This is kind of a zone right there. The reason I say that is you had it test twice back over here, back on December 15th. No, gold is just up there. I'm gonna move it. We're not trading gold. We're not trading gold. It's absolutely climbing with no telling of when it's gonna come back down. I mean, like I said, gold's at just an absolute all-time high for its entirety of gold's life. 4,468. And it gapped up to open. Like, this is insane what gold is doing right now. And because the historical market doesn't have anything before, 1933, it's just been rising since 1933. Like, you can look at this chart and it's just all one massive uptrend. It's all one huge uptrend. And this is just the hour chart. So if you wanted to go like we did earlier to the 12-month chart, this past year has just been one straight candle right up. If you would have bought gold at the beginning of the year and held it, you'd be doing pretty well right now. You'd be doing pretty well right now. But no, I'm not going to touch gold. I move gold all the way to the bottom. I don't trade gold. I did like GBP USD. We did like that one. But we do have to be careful that we don't run inverse trades here. The one we're in is Euro USD. So the USD is the secondary pair, right? So you have Euro USD. Euro is the primary pair. USD is the secondary pair. So that means the Euro, if this chart's going up, which it is, that means the Euro is higher than the USD. Euro is bullish, USD is bearish. So we could take a USD JPY sell in the same time as being in a Euro USD buy, because the primary and the secondary pair would coincide with each other, not go against each other. When is the volume the highest? It just depends on the session. Like, we'll see Asian session get, around 9-10 p.m. There'll be a lot of volume. It'll be pumping. Most of the time, it's like the first 2 hours, 3 hours of the session is when you get most of the volume, is the first 2 to 3 hours of, I should say 1 to 3 hours of the trading session. I wouldn't say, it just depends on the day. But the New York session is typically, one of the larger sessions, but you also have a lot of money in the Asian session. A lot of big money traders in the Asian session. I would say you'd have to compare it on a day-to-day basis. I have not done that. New York session open during the elections. It was insane. Over a million volume. Because during the New York session, your pairs will be at 500,000 in volume. So almost all pairs every day will be at 500,000 in volume, between 250,000 and 500,000 in volume. So volume's not the problem. Yeah, during the election, it's crazy. Raja, welcome, man. How you doing? Good to have you back. Thanks for joining. If you guys are just joining, make sure you like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we can make some money tonight, see what the market gives us. We shall see what the market gives us. We are up to 385 subscribers, guys. Thank you very much. We're getting there, on our way to 500. We're on our way to 500. Now we just wait for the volume to come in. We have 5 charts that we're looking at. Yes, sir. 500 before the end of the year is the goal. $500 is the goal. As you can see, guys, here, I'm just marking my charts up where I want them to be. This is personally how I mark my charts. I know some people like to use really clean charts. I'm doing markups on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and we're trying to enter on the 15, yes. But that's only if the market gives us that. Right now, the most solid looking trade is AUD CAD on the 4 hour. AUD CAD on the 4 hour. Yeah, this is going to go up here. AUD CAD on the 4 hour has the perfect ribbon flip. It has the perfect ribbon flip for break of structure, and it's got room to move, and all the technicals are buy. It's got like 34.8 pips. But you have to realize when you're trading, Sydney, when you're trading on the 4 hour, it's going to take a lot more time for it to get there. So to answer your question, yes, we mark up on the 4, and we mark up on the 1, and we do try to enter on the 15, but that's if the market gives that to us. Right now, the only entry that I see that's a plausible entry for tonight so far is this AUD CAD entry here, and possibly a USD JPY entry as a sell. By the way, welcome, Sydney. Appreciate Sydney Johnson. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. We appreciate you. But yeah, we're marking on the 4 and on the 1. Marking on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. This is our 4 hour chart. Our 1 hour chart also shows our clear resistance right here. And we're waiting for it to break the low right here. If it breaks this low, sells with closure below the key zone. GBP CAD. We're probably not going to touch this trade. GBP CAD. I'm going to unflag that one. GBP USD we can certainly look at still. On the 1, you can see we marked up our support and our resistance. The resistance is coming from over here. So you can see that we marked that up. And then if we go to the 15-minute here, yeah, I know, me too. We need to see a break of the highs for this to finish, and this has got 20 pips to go. This could be a good trade right here. We just would need to see it break the highs. So anytime I put a green line, it means we need a closure above the green line to take buys. Anytime I put a red line, it means we need a closure below that to take sells. That's how I trade. That's how I mark my charts up. That's just what works for me. Everyone needs to figure out what works for them. That's what works for me. Visually seeing a candle close below a key zone that I've identified is something that helps me stay within my rules and really trade to the best of my ability. But everybody has differences in the way they like to trade. There isn't like a right way or a wrong way, if that makes sense. Yep, you got it, Adele. Thank you. Euro USD still climbing. Would love to see it break these highs and see it go the rest of the night to up here. It'd be great to see that, because we're very clearly in an uptrend. But again, this was a trade we got in last night. We're just still in this trade from last night. We took 75% profits, and we left 25%, so 25% of a position to run through the rest of the day. I'm sorry, we got in this trade this morning, not last night. This morning was when we got in this one. We just got a new 15-minute candle. Let's take a look at our trades that we were looking at. Wait, I'll tell you what. This trade right here looks like it could be really nice. Looking at this 15-minute chart here on AUD CAD, there's just no volume in it right now. Like, no volume whatsoever. But your next any type of resistance at all is 32 pips away. We're going to keep a close eye on that, but there's only 4,000 in volume. Thanks, Ryan. Good to see you, Mr. Smith. I do like this AUD CAD trade a lot. Again, there's just no volume. Like, zero volume whatsoever. Like, so if you're looking, there's just no volume. 4.13K is just not enough, in my opinion. It's not. Not for us to see any major moves. But again, this fits all of our criteria. The technicals on TradingView are all buys and strong buys. We have the ribbon flip right here. Candle closure above the ribbon. And it broke the previous highs, which was this line right here. So there's 3 confirmations on AUD CAD that it's a buy. If we look at it on the 1 hour, it also looks solid. Broke consolidation here finally. And if we look at it on the 4 hour, same thing. This chart's gonna go. I'm telling you guys, this AUD CAD is gonna go. Yeah, AUD CAD looks really solid. And it's got, yeah, like we talked about, almost 32 pips. So this is one that we're certainly going to stay looking at and making sure that we're monitoring it as volume comes in. But Euro USD is still just pumping. If we can break the highs on Euro USD again, we could possibly look for another entry here, even though we're already in it. We could look for another entry. We just want to make sure that this isn't a double top, because this could do one of these and come right back down. So we want to make sure that that's not the case. Yeah, this thing's been bullish for 12 plus hours. When did we send that that trade out this morning? Let's see. In the Discord, we sent this out at 8:30 in the morning this morning. I gotta fix that. Yeah, 8:30 this morning. Yeah, we've been in it for a long time. We have. We really have. But it's a good trade. It's solid. We just want to make sure it doesn't double top on us. And uh, this trade, we do have our stop losses at break even. So this is a risk-free trade right here. So we're in profit risk-free 20 pips right now. Risk-free. But keep in mind, it's only 25%. We closed 75% already when it hit TP1 today. So this is a risk-free trade for us right now. Where in the Discord did you call this out? Under free signals. Free signals. If you look at 8:34 a.m., we put long on Euro USD in the free signals, Sydney. You see it there? Oh, good. Yeah, it's right there at and then at 9:41, we took 18 pips of profit. So we're only in it for about an hour and 10 minutes. We're only in it for about an hour and 10. But we ended up keeping those 25% runners all day. I mean, if you look at the hour, we got in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours. Yeah, it's 7:30 right now, so it's exactly 12 hours ago. Which is pretty good. Can't really be mad at that. But we're going to keep an eye on that, and we're going to keep an eye on USD JPY. The hour candle looks good. The 15 is testing our zones here. So, like we talked about, sells with closures below the key zone. This is our key zone that we're going to want to see closure. Now, there's one of two things that could happen. It could break this and just go straight down, or it could break this and retest it again. Could retest it here, or it could retest it here at this second spot and come back down. There's two places that it could retest. Elliot Trades, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to have you back. Appreciate you joining us. So really, we're looking at a couple trades here, guys. We did get what we were looking for on AUD CAD. AUD CAD is looking really solid. Like I said, my only worry is the volume. But it's moving. I mean, it is moving. From our spot to where it's at now, or where it peaked, was 5 pips, so there is movement there. So we don't really have to worry about if there is movement, because there is movement. I appreciate you stopping in, Elliot. Hope you have a good night. This 15-minute just looks really solid for a 10-15 pip swing. Just wish it had more volume. Volume is one thing that kind of makes me a little nervous when you don't see any volume, that it's not going to get the movement that you need to make any pips, and you might consolidate for a while until the volume comes in, because 4.44k is not a lot of volume as opposed to USD JPY, which is 15k. Euro JPY is sitting there with 21k, but we don't even like that trade anyway, so not really minding that trade. Yes, sir, we'd like to see it take off. This next hour candle here is going to give us some good insight on what is going to happen on USD JPY. We just don't want to see a big wick back up here. But it is definitely on a downtrend, for sure. And Euro USD is still continuing. It hasn't broken the previous highs that we took profit at this morning. We took profit on this candle this morning, but one candle later it did go a little bit higher to that 1.179695 area. I'm gonna actually put this here. That's your highs right there. I don't believe so. I'm not 100% sure, but when every broker I've used makes you give a social security number and put your ID, so I'm pretty sure the answer to that is no. It has to be under your personal. But the company, like Trading with Matt, is an LLC. Social Security and ID. They asked for an ID. You made an account, didn't you? You'd know what they asked you for. Just depends on the broker, but most brokers are going to ask for Social Security number and your ID or passport. Some form of identification from a government agency. Yeah, so yours was just passport. Yeah, most ask for a Social Security number for tax purposes. Yeah, I know you guys don't. No, you have to do your own taxes here. You gotta do your own taxes. It's a great question. I don't know, man. I just follow the rules. I just follow the rules. I think USD JPY might give us what we want here. No, it doesn't work like that, man. They're an accredited broker, the one that I use. An accredited business is not gonna do that to you. Their business is in being a broker, not stealing people's information. But we're looking to see if USD JPY is going to give us what we want here. It's going to be... We're about to get a new 15-minute candle. I don't think we'd enter until 15 minutes into the 8 o'clock hour if we do enter. To be honest, I want to kind of see some more confirmation here that it's not just going to wick back up like it has in the past. Allie says, hello, Matt. Expect a retracement now. Market is near resistance. Can you take a look? CHF JPY. Sure, we can take a look at that. Where do I have that here? All right, CHF JPY. Let's look at CHF JPY on the 4-hour. It's consolidating. There's absolutely no way to tell what it's going to do right now. It's been consolidating in right here since pretty much since the 19th of December, and in its consolidation period, it's gone for 65 pips either way, but it's a complete guessing game right now. There's no indication that it's going to break out to some new highs, and there's also no indication that it's going to retrace back to the EMA ribbon here, or even retrace back and test this FVG. There's really no indication at all on this trade. We can look at the 1 hour. No, it hasn't. Yeah, this is all consolidation right here. There's no indication on if we would want to take a trade or not there, Allie. So there's your answer for CHF JPY. I wouldn't touch it, to be quite honest with you. That's just my method, but I wouldn't touch that. Hopefully that helps. But it's all consolidating. Ideally, we'd want to see it come down here. But you're going to need to see a lot more movement this way and some candle closures here, here, and here before we started seeing any movement completely down toward the low side. Yeah, no problem. It's in a consolidation. There's no doubt about that. Interested to see what happens here with USD JPY. If we get a reversal off this line or we finally break through. No problem, Allie. Now it's a waiting game, though. We've marked up our charts. Look at that one. AUD CAD, the one that had almost no volume, came all the way back down after breaking the highs. Came back down 5 pips. So we're going to see it retest its new support and see if it continues to climb. This could have just been a huge wick and pull back. That's why we did not enter that. But on the 4, it is so bullish. The 4 is extremely bullish. If we get a 4-hour candle close there on AUD CAD, this thing's gonna go. For some pips too. 36. But yeah, this USD JPY trade is really what we're looking at here. And I'm pretty sure we have no news tonight. Let's take a look. No high impact news tonight at all. So if you're on the news tab of the Discord, you can see that there is no high impact news tonight whatsoever. Tomorrow there is news. Tomorrow we'll be trading the New York session, by the way, guys. Tomorrow we'll trade New York session. We may trade pre-New York session into open. Into New York session open. But we're certainly not going to trade any USD news until after 8:30. Or trade any USD pairs until after 8:30, because that's when you have CAD news and USD news. Oh yeah, they do. All pairs are susceptible to impact of news. There's just no JPY news coming out tonight or tomorrow. We got 10 minutes until we get a new hour candle here, guys. Probably no Asian session tomorrow. Yeah, we'll just do New York tomorrow. Wow, AUD CAD came down big time. Look at that wick. That's what you call a liquidity sweep. Just took everyone out that had buys just now. Took everyone out that had buys. Yeah, on the days that I do New York session, because New York session streams a lot longer. Last time we did New York session, it was a 6-hour stream. We'll probably have a long stream tomorrow too. For New York session. Yeah, it did. Look at that. It's gonna flip bearish going into the final hour here. Going into the last 8 minutes of the hour. Euro USD still climbing. And we broke the highs. To be quite honest with you guys, we could stick with Euro USD as long as it continues to break the highs. We could re-enter this trade. Because Euro USD is doing well for us right now. 20-ish pips in profit.
Keeping the lights on. You go to great length.
You know? We got 7 minutes until we get another 7 minutes until we get another candle here. So we're going to be keeping an eye out, looking what's happening. Wow. AUD CAD absolutely dropped. This 4-hour candle too is dropping. This is still going to be good for a buy later if it gets some volume. Our USD JPY trade is just hanging out at the line there. The 1 hour looks really solid. No wicks though. I don't like that it doesn't have any wicks. When it doesn't have any wicks, that typically means that the next candle is going to create wicks for it. So, but we might break the lows right here going into the last 5 minutes. Yep, we broke the lows, guys. USD JPY just broke the previous lows on the hour, and the 4 hour. 4 hours right at the EMA ribbon. Huge break of the lows there. That candle, since the 7 o'clock open, went for 28 pips. It wasn't enough for us to get in, but it is surely a pretty good looking candle now. We'd like to see a little bit of a wick here, like I said, but we may take some sells on this going into this new hour. Going back to GBP USD as well. Tapped the highs, did not break it. So USD JPY and Euro USD is what we're looking at. And to be quite honest with you, Euro USD looks better just because it's already a proven uptrend. When I don't find a suitable pair, I don't trade. Simple as that. Just don't force trades. If you don't find a trade that matches what your plan is, you just don't trade. No reason to force a trade if there's nothing there. It's only going to hurt you in the long run. It's only going to hurt. 3 minutes till we get a new candle here, guys. And I think we're going to get some retracement on this candle right here. This USD JPY candle, I think we're going to get some retracement. Trying to, man. Trying to. That's the only way you get good at this. It's really the only way you get good at it. Let's look for some retracement here. So on the 15 minute, we're going to get a full candle closure below the previous low. We're going to look to take sells here on USD JPY, guys, going into this hour. I'm going to mark it up here because ideally we'd like to get in up here. That's going to be our stop loss. Take profit's going to be down here. Yeah, this, we got about 30 seconds till we get a new candle here. Yeah, I can't believe the sell-off here is going to happen. it's still driving. Wow. We're gonna hope for some retracement here so we can get in at a better better area. USD JPY sells looks like what we're gonna get in here though. That or your USD buys. Barely any. So looking at both these trades right here, guys. We're going to wait a couple minutes here. 1 minute into the hour is really not enough information. But let's hope we come up and create a wick right at this entry point right here. And we can get into some sells. That's what we want to do, is wait to get some actual wow, this might just keep dropping. Retracement generally happens because there's an imbalance in buying and selling pressure. See, and here's something that a lot of people don't understand is they have the fear of missing out of this trade. Like, I'm not going to get in this trade just because it's dropping. Like, I really want to see the retracement because we know there's retracement almost every time. There's always a wick somewhere. It's very rare that you see a candle just completely start going. Yes, there is. It's an imbalance. It's an imbalance of buyers and sellers is what causes a fair value gap. You are correct.
The future of your
I think I like Euro USD buys better, to be honest with you guys. You need to have clear indication that it's acting as a support or resistance to trade a fair value gap. You need to have a clear indication, which means several 15-minute candles or a couple hour candles. A 10 pip swing. Look at the hour here. Yes, we're gonna see this come up. So ideally, we'd see it come up halfway into this FVG where it was created. It's a 3 candle pattern, right? So you have this candle, and this candle. The imbalance of where the first candle and the third candle close and then open is what creates the fair value gap. If it respects this fair value gap as a resistance, that's a good sign. But what scares me about this USD JPY trade is also that it is at the EMA ribbon. So it could go back up, whereas Euro USD is not at all. And Euro USD's given us some good retracement. Euro USD's given us some really good retracement. But you have to look at the 4-hour also. We're going to see what happens here in about 10 minutes. We just got a new 5-minute candle. USD JPY is not moving at all. A little bit of retracement coming, it looks like. The issue that we're facing on these trades and pretty much every Asian session is that when we start streaming is Asian session open at 7. By the time we get to 8 o'clock, we're only 1 hour away from a 4-hour candle. And because of that, we don't know if we're going to get retracement. So let's say we got in a sell here. On the 4-hour, it still could retrace back up to here, and then you sit and draw down. So you really got to decide, are you going to wait for the 9 o'clock, which then ends up being 9:15, 9:30 until you get any sort of movement? Or are you going to trade on the 15-minute knowing that a new 4-hour candle's coming and you could see some movement in a different direction because it's a new 4-hour candle? But Euro USD looks like the move. We're going to see what happens on this 15-minute. Yes, Florida and New York has the same time zone, correct. Florida and New York do have the same time zones, both on the east coast of the United States. Yeah, no, I don't have to convert time for the New York session at all. 9:30 a.m. my time, it opens every day. Wow, it's going. Yeah, it would just be 3 hours. I'd have to wake up 3 hours. It's a 3-hour difference in California. You are correct. I think we're going to end up getting in buys on Euro USD. If we can get a closure above on Euro USD, we're going to get in buys. It's just they got to wake up at 3 hours earlier. For them, 9:30 is 6:30. That's the only difference. 6:30 in the morning. Yeah, they do. But I'm staying up late for the Asian session. It's 8 o'clock here, when it's obviously the morning for the Asian session. I think we're going to end up getting in buys on Euro USD, guys. Which is the trade we're already in. Yeah, knowing them, they probably would. I entered a buy on Euro USD, guys. We're going to move this and put it where we got in. We're long on Euro USD, guys. Our stop loss is going to be right here. We got in at 1.1769. Yeah, we're going to be long on Euro USD, guys. I'm going to send this in the group here. We're in, guys. Long on Euro USD. Correct, but it's going to bleed into the London session. So the only thing that we have to watch now... Wow, USD JPY went, guys. But we're not too worried about that because we're in this trade. So the only thing that we want to be cautious of is that on the 4 hour, we could get some retracement down again before this proceeds to go back up. Because you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty much a full day. Now, London session doesn't start that late. London session... It's 3 a.m. So yeah, I guess it is a little bit later, but 3 a.m. is when it starts. 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is. Let's take a look at the 5-minute here. Yeah, every time it does that, it just wants to go. London session is 3 a.m. my time, so yeah. But you get a lot of volume still on Euro USD right now. Yeah, it did. It did indeed. It dumped 11 pips. The thing that scares me is the 4 hours gonna go halfway into this. Gonna go halfway into this EMA ribbon and go back up, and we're coming into a 4-hour candle, whereas Euro USD already flipped on the 4 a day ago, and it can just keep going. You know what I mean? Let's look at the 5-minute here. See what's going on. Closed bullish, so that's good. Yeah, man, it happens to everybody. It's just a learning process, you know? It's a tough learning process, and that's why to be quite honest with you, it's hard to make it in day trading. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Just be safe and follow your rules. Follow our rules. Wait, you talking about this? No. That's a picture of my girlfriend playing field hockey in college. She played field hockey. I played golf. Because her desk is behind me here. She's got her own streaming setup over here. It is not a panther. I'm sure, yeah, it's kind of far away too. Now it's just a waiting game to see what this new candles do. This FEG right here is serving as a pretty strong support on the 5-minute. It did for a ton of time right here. I don't think it has anything to do with whether you're using demo or full. I think it just has to do with your strategy. But there are differences in execution points on live brokers as opposed to a demo. They're not the same. It's called slippage. It's a difference in price where it executes versus where it actually is in real time. But if you're with a good broker, it shouldn't be much. Like mine is like a 1 or 2 pip slippage. At most. No, you cannot. You cannot. Cannot sue your broker for slippage. Because you sign away all your rights to do that when you sign up for an account with them. There's your retracement on the 15 for USD JPY. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen on the hour. They're coming back up. We're in long on Euro USD, guys. So if you're just joining, welcome. We are in long on Euro USD. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Might have changed into a t-shirt. It was getting way too hot in here. Yeah, it is. We knew it was going to, coming into the hour especially. It's still a good trade, but the EMA ribbon's on the 4. Look at it right there. It's going to retrace up to here. I'm going to put a line where I'm telling you it's going to retrace up to. It's going to retrace right there. I can get rid of this, and I can get rid of this now. And we're going to get rid of that. But it's going to retrace up to there on the 4 before it comes back down, if it even does. And on Euro USD, we're getting the retracement ahead of time, which is fine. Like, I wouldn't mind a bearish close as long as it stays above the previous body. Arc Xfinity back on Twitch. Yeah, Ryan used to work for me. He used to work for me, and he now runs one of the golf courses that the company I work for owns. We own 9 golf courses. He runs one of them. I run a different one. Yeah, he worked for me at the golf course. Yes, he did. I've known Ryan for like 6 years now. Really good friend of mine. Yes, 9 golf courses. Gold. Gold is something else, man. Yeah, I'll never become a Twitch partner. It's impossible. They are just so hard to become a Twitch partner. It's very hard to become a Twitch partner. That's the problem. At least the problem that I have with Twitch. Oh, golf. No, I mean it's expensive, yes, that's for sure, but I wouldn't go as far as saying it's for the ultra rich. It's everyday people play golf. Got hundreds of members. Uh, $350 a month. Like $400 a month. That's on the low side. It depends. There's so many different types. There's memberships that cost $100,000 a year. There's memberships that cost $1,500 a year. There's memberships that cost $1 million a year. It depends what kind of club you're a part of. It really does. Oh yeah, that's just the initiation. That's just to get in. That's just to put your foot in the door, and then it's another $1,000 a month. They're everywhere, man. Trump National in Palm Beach is 100 grand initiation, 90 grand a year dues. They're expensive. Some of them are cheap. It just depends which one you're a part of. Just depends. Alright, I need to... Let's see here. I was just pulling out money out of my other account there. After that trade this morning, I withdrew some from my other account. I'm going to put it into this one. Getting some good movement here. Look at the 15. No. Once I get 100% monetized, where I'm making money from streams, I will show everyone and then trade with my other account. But until then, no. Not doing it. I've seen like traders get targeted for showing massive amounts of money, like targeted in real life. So I'm not gonna risk that. No, I pay my taxes. Trust me, they're gonna find you regardless. I pay my taxes. No sense in trying to hide it. The IRS will find you. They will find you no matter what. See what USDJPYs are doing. $50 pips it could go. This one's going to keep climbing, I think, guys. Nice. All right, so let's transfer. Internal transfer. Done. It's that quick. Let's see what this 4-hour looks like. So we have another 15-minute candle coming in what? 37, 47, less than 10 minutes. Yeah, withdraw with crypto and turn it into cash through Cash App. No. If I had $500,000 in one, I wouldn't be working a regular job. I'd just be trading full time, brother. You're grossly overstating the amount. Nothing. Doesn't require anything. Pretty sure just your ID, actually. That's it. No, you don't even need an ID. You just connect your bank account to it. Yeah, we'll get you all set up, man. Very simple. It's probably the simplest way, in my opinion. Any crypto wallet that you have Bitcoin in, it's super easy to transfer. Like you said, it just took me less than 10 minutes. Getting some good movement on this trade, guys. Probably look to re-enter on the retracement on the 4. Yeah, they're all good. They're all good in their own ways. Yeah, Cash App's very simple. Getting some really good movement here on the 5-minute. And some good profit. 7%, 6%. Only 2 pips in profit. That's pretty good for only 2 pips. Almost $40. Good. I'm glad to hear it. That's important, man. The little wins are important. Any win is important to celebrate. Wow, look at that candle. Look at that candle go. We might hit TP1 before the hour's up. And TP1's 8 pips. Yeah, this thing's gonna go tonight. Hey, I'm happy to hear that. Hold on, let me, That's for you, Adele. Congratulations. Proud of you. Good job. I think we are too. That's the goal. It's small now, but we're growing. We're growing. Shoot, just this stream we gained 8 subscribers, 7 subscribers just on this stream. Every stream we gain more and more, so it's good. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of return streamers, to return watchers too, which is good. We've gotten a decent amount. We got one more minute until we get a new 15-minute candle here, guys. We're gonna get a new 15-minute candle in just a second here. All right, here's our new 15-minute candle. We broke the highs. So the highs that we had been fighting since earlier this morning, we broke them. See what happens here. Going into, what do we have? 14 minutes until we get a new candle. 14 minutes until we get a new candle. We're going to see what happens here. This is a really good sign that we're staying above the highs. And the hour looks really good. The 4 also looks really good. We could even look at the day. Oh yeah, the day candle looks solid. Logic on this trade? Sure. So, we had, we'll look at the 4 hour here. It's extremely bullish. We could see this moving towards this zone right here. It's been bullish for an entire day. If you look at the hour, we had a break of the previous high, and we had a ribbon flip here. We had a retest of the, to see if it was actually a true uptrend here, because we had a retest where it came up and retested these lows. We had these lows as where this red line is as a support for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 to 9 hours, and then we had a breakout with the candle above the previous high right here. We broke out right here, and this is why we're in the trade. And our targets are going to be 8, 20, and 35 pips. So that's the logic behind this trade. If you look at the technicals as well, the day is a strong buy, the 4 hour is a strong buy, the 2 hours is a strong buy, the 1 hour is a strong buy, the 30 minutes is a strong buy, 15, 5, and 1 minute are all strong buys. So our technical analysis, as well as the technicals on TradingView and the sentiment of the candles, is all bullish, long. That is why we're in this trade. Hopefully that helps you figure that out. Does that make sense? This break of the high was the final thing for us, is that we broke this high. Now what I think is going to happen on the 4 hour candle when we get one here in 10 minutes is we're going to have some retracement down to this previous high, and that's where we'll get in again. At least I'll get in another position. Adele, you don't get in another position. I'm getting in small positions. I'm only in for one lot right now. One full lot. Probably get in for another half of a lot moving. Yeah, you can't. It would be your whole account. You don't want to do that to yourself. Not a smart strategy. Cutthroat, does that make sense to you, man? Hopefully it does. We got 9 minutes until we get a new hour candle. The wick is a good sign. I like what we're seeing here, though, on this chart. Hopefully everybody shows up for New York session tomorrow. I think we'll probably have a lot more viewers. It's a Tuesday. There's news. Hey Adele, what time is 8:30 a.m. your time? Or 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time your time? Oh yeah, tomorrow's gonna be crazy movement. During London Open, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's why we're in it right now. We got in on a good spot. And this thing's going. Look at this, with 8 minutes left. It's still pushing up. Alright, good. That'll be a long stream tomorrow. Nice. I like what we're seeing here. Especially on the 1 hour. If we get a close like that, that'd be great. Full candle closure above the previous high with the body of the candle above. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Alright, new 5-minute candle. 5 minutes until we get our 9 o'clock hour candle, guys. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick before we get this candle. All right, I'm back. What do we got? 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Great sign. Are you still in this trade? Or did you already take your profit? Nice. Nice. I like to see a little bit of wick. It's a good sign. Two minutes and 30 seconds. Got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Nice. What size lot are you using? 0.25? If you're just joining, guys, welcome. We are in long on Euro USD. We're about to get a new 4-hour and a new 1-hour candle. We got 40 seconds, guys. So we see what happens here. Hopefully we get a little bit of retracement like we think. And we can get in another position. If not, let's hope it keeps driving. We broke all of these highs. This white line broke all of the highs. We broke this high. We broke this high. We broke this high, and we broke this high, and this high. So the next high is up here and up here. Those are our next highs that we're aiming at. Right there and right there. All right, here's our new hour candle, guys, and our new 4-hour candle. Straight bullish movement right off the jump. Huge fair value gap created here. Huge fair value gap right here. But like I said, I think we're going to see it come down to about this area and then go back up. We are currently 5 pips in profit. Yep, we're looking bullish, that's for sure. Bullish movement. That's what we're looking for. Like I said, I think we're going to see a little bit of retracement. You typically see a little bit of a wick down here, but in my opinion, it's going to keep going. Look at USD JPY. Wow. USD JPY from London session, from Asian session open to now, went for 46 pips. But it's okay because it just wasn't it wasn't as good of a setup for us. And I'll tell you why. It did create a fair value gap, a nice one. But I don't have FOMO on that. I'm in a trade I like better, with more of a potential upside, in my opinion. Because this is more pips than that. Not that the number of pips matter, but like the probability of going up to your take profit is what's important. And that's what we're looking at, really. I'll enter again if we get some retracement, but if we don't get any retracement, probably won't enter again. I'll just keep these positions. If you're just joining, guys, welcome. Appreciate you joining the stream. We are in live on Euro USD buys. We may see some retracement here going into this new hour. We're almost 5 minutes into the new 4-hour candle. I do expect to see some retracement to this white line. However, we are in long. I don't understand what you mean. Like, how does this have movement? Just because it's not the session doesn't mean it doesn't have volume. Like, during the Asian session, you still have people trading price action on whatever chart looks the best. Doesn't necessarily matter the session. The sessions are just named by which stock market is opening. It doesn't mean you have to trade those pairs. Typically, those pairs have a lot more volume, but it doesn't mean you have to trade those. Like, we've got a ton of volume right now. We got 16K. Yeah, Euro JPY has a little bit more. All the JPY pairs have more, but we still have enough for movement, and we're getting it. And we're almost at TP1. We are 6. We're like 3 pips away from TP1. We're very close to our TP1 right now, which is good. But again, I'm expecting a retracement. Some sort of. I mean, we might not get any retracement. If we look at the 15 here, We had some bullish movement here and some bearish movement here. As long as you have your stop loss and your take profit, and there's no need to be, nervous. You know what I mean, man? There's no need to be nervous about it. Oh, you're on the vertical stream, aren't you, today? We're looking at breaking the highs of our previous hour right now. We're very close. Right there would be the highs of our previous hour. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. We're still pushing up. 5 looks solid. 15 looks solid. More importantly, the hour and the 1 hour and the 4 hour look real solid. I mean, we might not get any retracement on this, guys. We might get no retracement. It might just keep going. The 4s had 0 retracement whatsoever. And we got 5 minutes until a new 15-minute candle, so we might get some movement, but... yeah, we'll see what happens on this next 15 minute. We still got another 5 minutes. We can look at the 5, though. It's just all buying power. There's literally no selling power right now. Technicals, all buying. Boom, it just broke it on the 5. Let's go. We might have just broke the highs on the hour and the 4. We did. There we go. That's awesome. Nice. getting some really nice movement here, guys. Really good movement on this. And we got a couple minutes here till we get a new 15-minute candle. Just a couple minutes here. I just find it hard to believe that we're going to go straight up. Like, I don't see it just going straight here, you know? And we've talked about this before, how the market doesn't move in a linear fashion. Like, I see it going kind of like this. But right now, it's proving us wrong there. It's just going straight up. And it's not like it hasn't done this before. It's totally possible. I mean, it's done it for hours on end here. It did it for hours on end here. But even here, you see, look, it goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, up, down, up, down, up, down, before it reaches its highs. Hey Adele, we should change wins to testimonials if that's what we're going to use it as. If we're going to use it instead of just me posting the wins of trades, we should change it to say testimonials. Yeah, I think that sounds better. Wow, that was quick. Thank you. You the man. Alright, we got a new 15-minute candle here. See if we get any retracement here whatsoever. Well, it's not moving at all. It sure looks like it was trying to retrace a little bit. There's some retracement finally. No, you even got some on the 1 hour. Well, obviously you're going to get it on all time frames, but I mean it actually is showing finally. I might get it in again. Look at the 5-minute here. If we get a test right around here, this FEG right here, I'm going to get in another position to hopefully get a swing up for a couple pips. It's the first time we're getting any sort of bearish movement in hours. Seriously, in hours. See what that 5-minute looks like. We got a little bit of retracement, but it doesn't look like it wants to go anywhere. It looks like it's going to keep pushing up. Is that going to be all the retracement we get? Typically, you don't just see a straight buying power. Like, it's going to come down and create a wick down here somewhere. I'd fully expect that. Like, you see wicks on all these candles. Yeah, I don't think... It might not go back to the entry. It might just keep going, which is good for us. I mean, I wanted retracement to get in another position, but if it keeps going our way, there's just no problems with that. We almost smacked TP1. Two would be 19, 3 would be right around 34, 35 pips. Just got a new 5. Well, we're certainly going to see what happens here. If you're just joining, guys, welcome. Welcome. We are long on Euro USD. Euro USD we are long on right now. Currently sitting... There's nothing to say about gold, man. Nothing to say about gold. It's at an all-time high. There's absolutely no telling what it's going to do from here, man. I know you love your gold, Cutthroat, but there's no telling what it's going to do. It's got to come back down at some point. That's all I can say. I don't know when that's going to be, though. I have no idea when that's going to be. But it's got to come back down at some point. All-time highs. So there's obviously a ton of people looking to short it. But it's at all-time highs. I mean, there's nothing to say about it. I have no idea when it's going to come back down. We've never been here. This is unprecedented, uncharted territory. Oh, excuse me. You know what I mean? It's uncharted territory. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. Ha, nice. On X also, huh? That'll certainly help the numbers. Appreciate you. I don't think this chart knows what retracement is. Seriously, I mean, there's just no retracement in sight. It may come down and retouch this FVG and this EMA ribbon, but yeah, small one, which would show that if it closes green, it's just going to keep going up. I entered another position. It was the first downward movement we've seen in hours, guys. I don't think it breaks this right here. We got 5 more minutes until we get a 15. Oh yeah, I stream on X every day. Every single day. I was gonna start streaming on Kick too, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm putting everything into YouTube. Is he? I didn't know that. He streams on Kick. That's cool. Oh, we might get our first bearish 15-minute candle in almost over an hour. Yeah, it'd be exactly an hour if we do get a bearish candle close. Which again, I'm not worried about. Like I said, we were going to come down and create a wick at some point on this hour here. It was bound to happen at some point. We needed some retracement. It's not sustainable to keep climbing like the way it was. You know what I mean? I'm going to wait to see this new 15-minute candle before re-entering again. Oh yeah, of course it's part of the game. The way I would play it, and honestly, this is what you should be doing. After you get 5 pips in profit, put your stop losses at break even. That way you guarantee yourself 5 pips at least. And if it goes back to break even, fine, you don't lose any money. That is a surefire strategy to make sure you don't lose money. Once you get into profit, either A, take profit, or B, move your stop losses to break even. You'll never lose money. And on the trades that do keep going to your take profit, you'll make them. On the ones that hit go back to your break even or our entry, you don't lose any money. You don't lose, you don't gain. You could do that all day. And as long as you stay a couple pips in profit, or at least hit one of your take profits throughout the week, you won't lose money ever. Obviously, I'm not doing that right now, but I did that this morning. We might fill this wick and then come back up again. We're going to see what happens here. No, it's not. This is not. I'm going to sleep soon. I just want to make sure we make some profit on this. I got to be up early for tomorrow's stream. You know, want to have a good New York stream. Yeah, 6 hours and change. I don't know. I can tell you exactly. Hold on. 6 hours, 15 minutes, and 25 seconds. Yeah, it happens sometimes. It happens sometimes. But there's been other times where we've won on stream. Well, we've won on stream a lot, actually. But yeah, I know what you're saying. But it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with price action movement. You know it has nothing to do with me. If you've learned anything from trading with me, you know it has nothing to do with me. It's pure price action. Yeah, Vanguard and BlackRock is watching me trade. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? Alright, let's look at the 5 here. Ooh, that's a good candle right there. On the 5, that was a really nice closure there. I'm in for 2 lots right now. I got in again off this 5-minute candle right here that bounced off the EMA. Yep, I'm in 2 lots. Two full lots on this trade right now. Just get a nice big candle here. No, I've never played it. It looks good, but I never played it. Like I said, I really only play Call of Duty and Fortnite. Alright, new 5-minute candle. Yeah, it was. It's changed a lot. I agree with that. Alright, come on, 5-minute. Let's go. Break the previous high. I don't want to see 3 little candles. We want to see a big one. No, my broker doesn't do that. Some brokers, these are the only brokers that do. Right here. And they don't let me trade at what I want to trade at. But TradingView does have a demo account available if you wanted to do that. But Webull, they have Webull, which is nice because I use Webull for actual stocks. Webull is a really good platform. I like Webull a lot. But all of these, they don't let you trade in the US over 1 to 50 on your leverage. We want to see this go. There's a 1-minute FVG that we're having trouble getting over, and I never trade on the 1 minute. I was just looking at. Smart. That's very smart. Smart of you to put your stop loss at break even. We're seeing some consolidation on the 1 minute here. See right here. Oh, there you go. There's the break. Blow through that FVG on the 1 minute. Got a little inverse head and shoulders here. Nice. Look at that. That's what we wanted to see, guys. $6.5 pips in profit for almost 90 bucks. Not mad about that. Watching on the 1 minute is crazy. It really is. Watching on the one is just insane. You want to talk about playing with your emotions? Watch the one. This is crazy. Yeah, 1 minute could be for anybody. If your strategy works with 1 minute, your strategy works with 1 minute. I don't trade the 1 minute. I'm just watching it to see what's going on here. We've consolidated for a little bit here for between 4 pips. It's only moved up and down 4 pips since here. You know what I mean? There's only been 4 pips worth of movement. There's a little bit of consolidation on the 1. But again, I don't trade the 1. It's just fun to look at sometimes when you're in a trade. So it's fun to look at. Yep. You don't risk losing anything. I'm still in that one trade that's at break even. That one position I'm in that's at break even is $30 in profit alone. Just that one trade. It's all part of the profit right now, but it's all one trade. There's some buying power. We're going to get a new 15-minute candle in 4 minutes here. And break the highs. Boom. Printed a huge bullish candle. $7 pips in profit. Yeah, we're going to certainly try. What do we got? 2 minutes until we get a new candle here. Let me look at it. So we'll look at it from the 4. No, it's breaking highs, man. We might see some retracement on the 1. I will say that on the 1 hour. But on the 15-minute, no, I mean we're gonna get a full bullish close. We just want it to break these highs. And it looks like it's going to. 107 in profit. I'll probably close 50 to 75% of positions at TB1 and leave one runner overnight, but guarantee myself profits, you know what I mean? Kind of like what we talked about. We'll know here in the next couple minutes if we're going to get out or not. This might just create a wick and keep going. See, I almost want to put this here because it really is a zone. It is a new zone right there. Alright, let's see this tap TP1 for us. It's only 1.3 pips away. There it goes. It just broke the highs. We're right there, guys. We're right there. Come on, push. Oh, we just tapped it. We just tapped it. Right there. We just tapped TP1. I think we're going to see it push through it. We just tapped TP1. Or maybe a tick under it. But we just tapped TP1. Boom, there it is. Alright, let's post it in the group. Move your stop losses to break even. TP1 smashed. Nice. Look at that movement too. Oh my goodness. That's almost 10 pips in profit. We're gonna partially close 50% of our positions. I just closed 50% of positions. Yep, I closed 50%, took it to the bank. Nice. I'm just moving my stop losses now. No reason to risk it. The max I could lose is $84 total. That's the absolute max I can lose on this trade. We moving. We are absolutely moving, guys. Look at this 1 hour, it just keeps going. This is our new support now, too. Entry is our new support. That is a great place to be. That entry is our new support. That's awesome. Nice trade, guys. I might close in full. I might close in full here. Yep, I'm closing positions, guys. That's it for the night. That's a good stream. I'm leaving one runner. That's it. Let me reply. Whoa. What the heck was that? Yep. Well, that was a good stream. I appreciate everybody joining. Adele, as always, man, I appreciate you. Let's get ready for New York session tomorrow morning. Get ready for New York session tomorrow morning, guys. Thank you for watching. Adele, you have a great day. I'll see you at nighttime your time, morning my time. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Really good trade. We were super patient. We waited a long time for it. But it was a great stream. Great stream. See you guys tomorrow.